Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Learning and Sharing. As you all know, for last few days we have been discussing the different terms and words which creates some sort of confusion on the part of student because these words or the terms they are being frequently asked in combined competitive exam or different exams. So in today's video we are going to address those words. So this is the second part of that series. We have already video on in our first part. So these words, when we look at them, these words or the terms, they look similar. They look similar because we assume that they have the same meanings, so we use them interchangeably. But in reality, they have a different meaning or they have a different background. So words such as the lawyer and the educate, like habitat and niche, like biology or life sciences, like a river and the pond or the stream, like soil and the land. So like temperature and the heat. So though they look similar, but they have a different meaning. So in today's lecture or today's video, we are going to discuss them. So don't go away. Please stay with me. This is going to be very interesting. So we will go into the detail of these.
So yes, here comes the description of these terms and the words. So first, the term or the words we have, it is home versus house. These words or terms are being interchangeably used or being expressed at different places because we assume them they have the same meaning. But if you look at them, they have a different meaning. So we will start from home and house. So what could be the definition? So home is where people or animal or creatures live. So if any person living in a deen, that is could be their home. But when it comes to the house is a specific type of structure or construction. It is an apartment or flat or the tenement, or it could be any type of construction or building. तो इसका मकसद क्या हुआ कि होम उसको कहते हैं जहां where the people are being living, जहां पे लोग रहते हैं, और house is type of building or the structure where we have constructed something. The other comparison that the home has some sentimental and emotional value. It has warmth, family and people, and it's supposed to be happy place for the specific person or the creatures or the animal. So in a home we have a sentimental attachment. So we are so much emotional about our home because home gives you a feeling of family where different people are being living as a family. So जहाँ पे लोग रहते हैं, family is more attached there. So we are so attached each other with sentiments, with the emotions. While in a house doesn't have any sentimental value. It is just a building or the structure. तो जो हाउस होता है वो जस्ट अ बिल्डिंग, वहां पे आपको कोई भी इमोशनल अटैचमेंट नहीं होती. while in a home we have a emotional attachment. So this is the basic definition or the comparison or the relation between home and the house. The other term is the battle and the war. We use them as in a interchangeably. हम समझते हैं कि battle or war एक ही चीज है, but now we'll see in the detail what does mean. So battle are fought with the fewer resources on the both sides and take place for a shorter duration in a particular location. तो यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है, ऐसी जंग जो एक खास जगह पे लड़ी जाए, एक खास लोकेशन पे लड़ी जाए, जहाँ पे where few army personnel are involved, a small number of the army people are involved. We call that the battle. But while the wars are a combination of many battles fought over many days with a huge resources deployed by both sides in many locations. So war, it can be fought at many locations, or यहाँ पे there's a bigger armies are employed, bigger armies are going to fight each other, यानी कि आर्मी की तादाद बड़ी होती है, और यहाँ पे इट इज ड्यूरेशन आल्सो बीइंग लॉन्गर. तो यहाँ पे ड्यूरेशन भी ज्यादा होता है. जो बैटल होती है वो शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए होते हैं, शॉर्ट ड्यूरेट एक वॉर होती है या बैटल होती है, while wars can be for the longer period. तो यहाँ पे रिसोर्सेज भी ज्यादा है आपके, यहाँ पे आप you can fight the wars, even there can be many battles in a war. The impact of losing a battle is different from that of war. So losing a battle needs not necessarily means the entire war is lost. Armed forces can rupture from a loss in the battle, while the impact of losing a war is that the nation would have lost its territory to the enemy nation. तो जब आप बैटल लूज करते हैं, कोई बैटल आप लूज करते हैं, तो इसका मकसद नहीं है कि आपने कोई चीज लूज किया. It's not on a bigger terms. Once you are losing the war, it means you are losing the territory. आपने अपनी जगह या जहाँ पे जिस चीज पे वो वार हो रही थी वो आप लूज कर रहे हो. So there are lots of damage here. A battle is usually fought in one location. As I told you before, वो एक ही जगह पे लड़ी जाती है. Wars is a combination of many battles taking place in many locations. World War witnessed simultaneous battles taking place in different countries. तो हमारे यहाँ World War II का एक एग्जाम्पल है कि वो एक जगह पे नहीं लड़ी गई. There were different armies or different countries were engaged into the wars. तो जो wars हैं वो उसका स्केल भी ज्यादा होता है, उसकी different locations होती है. The death of the number of civilians in the battle is less compared to the war. When you compare the death tolls, there's a less number of people are being died in the battle as compared to the war. So war, it is being fought at bigger scales. It can have a different location, while battle is smaller one where armies are engaged in a particular location or the place. Here comes the lawyer and the advocate. So lawyer and advocate. So the term lawyer is very general in nature and used to designate anyone in the legal profession, including solicitor, barrister, attorney. तो जो lawyer term है, it's a general term. आप किसी के लिए भी use कर सकते हैं. Either that person an attorney or a barrister or solicitor. मगर an advocate, on the other hand, is a qualified individual who represent the client in the court of law, pleading for compensation or release depending on the nature of the case. तो advocate जो होता है, advocate, he is a special person, particular person who is highly qualified, और वो जो किसी की तरफ से case लड़े in the court. Lawyers are not eligible to be admitted to the bar because a lawyer is someone who is either studying or have a just obtained a law degree. तो जो lawyer है, he can admit, he cannot be part of the bar, he cannot be a member of the bar because either he's been getting the degree, he's under process of getting education or the degree, or या अभी वो नया उसने pass out किया है. While advocate having gained enough experience are admitted to the bar and qualified enough to represent their clients in various situations in the court of law. Lawyer have a less experience as compared to the advocate as having a just graduated from a law school. They are yet to acquire necessary experience needed to represent the client. तो यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है कि जो lawyer है, it has a less experience, while advocate has a lots of experience, because since advocates have undergone trainings in specialized law schools and gone further to be admitted into bars, so they can be considered more experienced than the lawyer. The other comparison is that charges and compensation for lawyer is low since she not have a necessary skill and knowledge to the litigate in the court of law. So if you compare the charges or the money is being earned by the lawyer and the advocates, तो जो lawyer होता है उसकी जो charges है वो कम होते हैं as compared to the advocate. So advocate charge much higher than the lawyer for their services, and they are more skilled and qualified to represent their client in the wide variety of legal matters. We have another dengue or malaria. It's a very popular. We sometimes take it similar. So dengue is transmitted by infected Aedes. This is Aedes aegypti. It's a biological name or the medical term. Mosquito bite. It can also spread if another uninfected mosquito bites the infected person and then spread to the other people. So dengue जो है, it can be transmitted from one person to another person if that has been bitten by the infected mosquito. So malaria is transmitted through the bite of female mosquito. जब आपको female mosquito bite करे तो it can be transmitted only the bite from this species of mosquito can spread the fever in the contrast of the dengue. So it can also have a fever once the female mosquito bite you. Dengue is more widespread in the tropical and subtropical regions. जो dengue होता है वो उसकी जो specific location है वो tropical subtropical areas है. It is endemic in predominantly urban location of Africa. यहाँ पे जो अफ्रीकन जो कॉन्टिनेंट है वहाँ पे जो शहरी इलाके वहाँ पे ज्यादा उसका स्प्रेड है. The Americans, the Americas, the Southeast Asia and Eastern Mediterranean. While malaria is affected many regions in Asia, Latin America and some limited area of Europe and the Middle East. Cases of malaria are more to be found in rural environments. So यहाँ पे urban ज़्यादा है और यहाँ पे जो African और American states हैं वो ज़्यादा और Eastern और Southeast Asian countries. यहाँ पे is quite different कि वो जो Latin American states and Latin American countries हैं या Asian countries हैं और Middle East, they are more found in malaria is more found here. The incubation period for dengue range from 3 to 14 days after being bitten by the infected mosquito. तो जो डेंगू होता है वो हमारे यहाँ यानी कि उसका जो टाइम पीरियड है वो 40 दिन है आफ्टर bitten by the mosquito. The onset of malarial fever is 10 to 15 days after being bitten. तो यहाँ पे 14 days है, यहाँ पे 10 to 15 days. So this is the basic difference between dengue and the malaria. Now we have another term, history versus prehistory. History is the study of the past starting from the time period when the writing system was introduced and written records were maintained. So history, the same, is a past events when those events are occasions or anything was being recorded in the form of writing. तो जब से writing शुरू हुई तो हम जब उन events को और past events को जब record करना शुरू किया तो हम उसको history कहते हैं. Prehistory is the study of the past even before writing was invented and written records were maintained. So it is the study of time period between the usage of stone tools and the invention of writing system. Prehistory हम उसको कहते हैं कि वही events जो जब writing नहीं आई थी उससे पहले के जो वाकयात हैं उसको हम prehistory कहते हैं. उसके बाद जब उन वाकयात को हमने लिखना शुरू किया, रिकॉर्ड करना शुरू किया, either in the form of now we have lots of tools, writing से भी हम आगे digitalize हो गए हैं, तो उसको हम history कहते हैं. Prehistory उसको कहते हैं जब even writing भी नहीं आई थी. So written record of the past events are the source of information. So हम उसको history कहते हैं once we have a source in the form of writing. While the artifacts, carvings on the rocks, etc. are the source of information while studying prehistory. Prehistory का हमें तब पता चलता है जब हम कोई पुरानी चीज देखते हैं या पुराने पत्थर देखें, पत्थरों पे या लीव्स पे कोई चीज लिखी हो या उस पे कोई ऐसे कोई साइन हो, कोई ऐसे इशारे, कोई चीज हो, तो उसको हम prehistory कहते हैं. उससे हमें prehistory का पता चलता है. Research on history is carried out by historian. Rare manuscript written on leaves, dried animal skins, papers are some of the source used to be study history. तो जो research करते हैं history पे, they are being carried by the historian. So historian उस पे काम करते हैं because they read something which has been written on the leaves or dried animals skin पे जो लिखा होता है. So they carried their research. उसको हम historian कहते हैं. While research on prehistory is carried out by archaeologists and anthropologists who use excavation, geology, molecular genetics, paleontology, etc. ये जो prehistory है उसको archaeologist, geologist या anthropologists को read करते हैं because they look at the old things and they get some sort of some sort of science or some sort of record from them. Then they explain those things. So study of history can be classified in different domains like ancient history, contemporary history, modern history, political history, or the military history. When it's come to the prehistory, studies are different times. Like so, we use the prehistory in different eras, different periods like Stone Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age. So I hope you understood that history and the prehistory. Now we have High Commissioner, Ambassador. This has also been same. So we use them interchangeable. So High Commissioner is a term used for representative to the Commonwealth of Nation. It is what they use to address each other as well. For example, the representative of government in Pakistan, India, in UK is known as a High Commissioner. So यहाँ पे ये क्या कह रहा है कि High Commissioner is being deployed in Commonwealth countries. Commonwealth countries वो होती हैं जहाँ पे UK ने या British they ruled over the different countries and now still they are part of the Commonwealth. वो voluntary है. बहुत सारी country they are part of Commonwealth nation. So means they are more closer to the British Empire still. तो वो जो nation जो Commonwealth member हैं अगर वो डिप्लॉय करती हैं अपना कोई बंदा कहीं पे, तो वो हाई कमिश्नर कहला जाता है. इन एडिशन द कॉमनवेल्थ नेशन, द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान और इंडिया एंड अदर नेशन इज नोन एज एम्बेसडर. तो इंडिया पाकिस्तान अगर कोई बंदा कहीं और पे रखे तो वो एम्बेसडर कहा जाता है, मगर अगर वही बंदा यानी कि वही ओहदे वाला बंदा कोई सफीर यूके में रखे तो उसको हाई कमिश्नर कहा जाता है. सो दिस इज द मेन डिफरेंस. Though the countries which are being part of Commonwealth, the person who is being particular spokesperson or representative of any country, he is called the High Commissioner. While in other way, in other countries, we call the ambassador. So in Commonwealth nation, the office of Indian or Pakistan Foreign Ministry is called the High Commission. उस जगह को High Commission कहा जाता है. While the offices of Pakistani or Indian Foreign Ministry are known as embassies in non-Commonwealth countries. जो non-wealth common countries है वहाँ पे उसको embassies कहा जाता है, मगर उसी ऑफिस को अगर वो Commonwealth country में है तो उसको High Commission कहा जाता है. Now we have a nationality and citizenship. Nationality and citizenship are one of the most misunderstood terms in the world. For ordinary folk, the term citizenship works as a substitute for nationality and vice versa, but both are distinct concepts of different meaning. तो यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है कि this is most misunderstood terms used widely in the world, और लोग उसको एक ही चीज समझते हैं कि citizenship and nationality are the same. So we'll go in the details. So nationality denotes where an individual has been born or hold citizenship with the state. So where nationality उसको कहते हैं where you are being born. So this is a natural relationship. So this is your natural identity, whereas you have been born in that country. While citizenship is a legal status in a political institution such as city or state, the relationship between citizen and institute that confers this status is formal. तो जो आपकी citizenship है, it's a formal and legal status. So you gain that position after, you know, following some terms and conditions. तो आप कहीं पे भी रह रहे हैं, किसी और country में रह रहे हैं, so once you are been fulfilling all the legal and the social whatever, you know, norms and rules, law, so you are following that. So after certain period you are being conferred the status of citizenship. Nationality, you are being by nature being national. So nationality is ethnic and racial, because you are been like a Pakistani Indian, you have been born in India or you have been Indian. So this is based on your ethnic. While the citizenship is a legal and juristic, because you get this status after legal and juristic formalities. The place or country where the individual has taken his birth is nationality, while the individual is designed as a citizen by government of the country. Nationality cannot be changed. This is very important. हम nationality को change नहीं कर सकते, while citizenship can be changed. We have another term, biology, which is life sciences. Biology is a study of life which applied in different fields. In biology, we learn about the life, the origin of life, evolution, different scientists, disease, organisms, and many other aspects related to the life on the planet Earth. Life science is a group of advanced biology. Life science is also called biological science. It is rapidly advancing and thoroughly inspiring discipline of the studies. Discipline of, so it is more advanced course. So biology mein basically you all you know, learn about the life, you know, but the life science is more advanced. So it is broad based course. The biology is a broad based course which is concerned to the life, while life sciences is comprise all field of sciences which are being concerned to the living things. It is a natural science. Biology is a natural science. It is a core subject. The sub-discipline of biology are zoology and botany. While the life science, it is more fundamental and applied science. The sub-discipline of life science are immunology, molecular biology. So अगर हम इसको sum up करें, so biology, it can be the part of life sciences. Life sciences more bigger, more advanced, you know, discipline. So it can cover lots of subjects. So this is the basic difference between biology and the life sciences. We have another term, habitat versus niche. Habitat and niche are an important part of an ecosystem. They help in describe the interaction of an organism with its environment, including both biotic and abiotic agents. Ecology is a study of these interactions. So when you talk about the ecosystem, in the ecosystem we are being more concerned to the relationship between biotic and abiotic you know, species or abiotic components. So here, so habitat and niche also being interchangeably used. So a habitat is a particular place where organisms live. It's a particular place, while niche defines a particular role played by an organism in an ecosystem, either profession. So here is your location, your address in a habitat. Here is your profession, कि वही organism कहीं पे कहाँ पे रह रहा है, where that organism been existing or been surviving. So यहाँ पे आप location बताते हैं, उसको हम habitat कहते हैं, particular place where it's been living there, उसको habitat. Niche, what is the role of that particular species? Habitat is not a specific species specific, and many species can occupy the same habitat. तो habitat में बहुत सारी species रह सकती हैं. In a niche is a specific species specific location and it is supports only single species. तो यहाँ पे niche में सिर्फ एक ही organism या एक species रहती है, because it is a particular place, it's a particular where all the things are being well arranged for that species. अगर वो species वहां से निकल कर कहीं और जाएगा तो वहां यहाँ पे क्या होगा, it's a very less chances of survival. Habitat consists of several niches. Yeah. So niche is a specific to a particular species which may overlap with a similar niche but must have a distinct differences. So the example of habitats are deserts, ocean, mountains, grassland, and forests, and etc. So you find different species even deserts, in oceans, and mountains. While the example of niche is a different trophic position occupied by Darwin's finches. So like you might have heard about the theory of Darwin's survival of fittest. So jahan pe we have a particular arrangement of the things where the particular type of species are being, or organisms are being survived there, are being living there. So we have another is a brain versus mind. Brain versus mind. So mind is associated with the brain. The two terms are often used interchangeably. Brain is considered to be physical thing. The mind is considered to be mental. तो जो mind है, जो brain है, वो physical thing. So once you have a physical things, you call that the brain. While mind is considered to be a mental, it terms about your psychology. Something is inside you. The brain is composed of nerve cells and can be touched, where the mind cannot be touched. Because brain is a physical thing, so we can touch it, and mind cannot be touched. So again, we'll go further in details. So is this a physical thing? Brain is a physical thing. It is made up of blood vessels and nerve cells, while mind is a mental thing. जहाँ हमारे दिमाग में बहुत सारी सोचें पैदा होती हैं, feelings होती हैं, emotions होती हैं, they comes in the are being generated in our mind. So it is not made up of any cells or hypothetical. The brain has a definite shape and structure, while mind doesn't have any. Brain coordinate movements, feelings, and different functions of the body, while mind referred to the brain's conscious conscience, understanding, and through thought process. You can touch the brain, you can't touch the mind. So this is the basic difference between brain and the mind. We have another term, heat and the temperature. Heat is a form of energy that gives the sensation of hotness or coldness of the body, whereas the temperature tells how hot and cold is your body. So heat is a form of when you feel the heat, or you feel whether that you are feeling the hotness or coldness, तो उसको हम heat कहते हैं. So it's all about your feeling when you are feel something. While the temperature tells how hot or cold his body is. So once you have body or anything, so when you feel something that's hot or cold, we call that the temperature. We have another term, trade versus commerce. Trade is referred to as a basic economic activity that involves buying and selling of different goods and services between two or more parties involved in transaction. So trade हम उसको कहते हैं where two people or two things or two organizations are involved when they are buying and selling of the things, while commerce involves all the activity that aid in promoting the exchange of goods and services from the manufacturer to the last consumer. Primary, the activity are banking, transportation, advertising, warehousing, and insurance. So जो trade है, it's a basic thing where you are just buying and selling, while commerce is a bigger thing, it's a bigger arena where you are not only buying and selling, but everything is involved, from its production to the selling to the reaching out that product to the consumer. तो उसको हम commerce कहते हैं. The trade is a narrower, while the commerce is a wider term. So here the buyer and seller involved, while in the commerce the manufacturer and end user. So जो लोग इन चीज को manufacture करते हैं, not only they are involved in the commerce, but वो बंदा जो उस चीज को use करता है, oh, it's also counted in the commerce. So now we have another, the equinox and the solstice. Equinox and solstice. So equinox refer to a day with an equal duration of day and night. We have a 2 equinox in a year. Equinox हम उसको कहते हैं, it's a geographical phenomena जहाँ पे दिन और रात एक जैसे होते हैं, यानी कि उनका टाइम पीरियड, उनका ड्यूरेशन जो है ना, वो एक जैसा होता है. Equinox happens 2 times in a year. Spring equinox, which happens on 20th March. On 20th March, we have an equal day and night. जो time period है वो एक जैसा है. And autumn equinox, which happens on September 22. तो यहाँ पे भी हमें क्या होता है? Days and nights are being equal. So while solstice refer to a day with either the longest day or the shortest day. ये phenomena वो है जहाँ आपका सबसे छोटा दिन, सबसे कम दिन और सबसे या सबसे बड़ा दिन, सबसे. So it's also been same. So winter solstice on December 22. December 22 is the shortest day. यहाँ पे. And summer solstice on June 21. June 21 is the longest day. So this is the difference between equinox and solstice. So time of the year when the sun is nearest to the equatorial plane, giving equal length of day and nights. तो equinox उसको तब होता है जब सूरज बिल्कुल करीब होता है to the equator. So then we have a equal days and the nights. While time of the year when the sun is farthest from the equatorial plane, resulting in long nights and the days. तो ये वो पीरियड होता है. solstice के टाइम में क्या होता है कि सूरज जो है वो जमीन से दूर हो जाता है. So because of that, we have a night and the days, they are either longest or the shortest. And equinox occurs at the start of spring and the fall. So it was all about these terms. So we compare and contrast these terms. I hope you understood that. So if you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel for more videos. So till then, take care of yourself. See you soon.